Happy Tuesday, everyone. It is St. Patrick's Day, and I thought I would do a quick video on, I've been participating in Middle Grade March, which is hosted by Krista at Krista Books and Jams on Instagram, Katie at Edits and Ink on Instagram, and then Amanda at On the Middle Shelf on Instagram. So for Middle Grade March, there is a book that everyone is reading, and then there are prompts, and you can pick whatever book you want to read to fill the prompts. So I thought I'd come on here. It's a little late, I know, it's already middle of March, but I thought I would record what I am reading for Middle Grade March. So the group book that everybody is going to be reading is called Max in the House of Spies by Adam Gidwitz. And I'm going to be reading from my screen, which is right here. So I'm going to be like looking back and forth. So it is a tale of World War II, and Max Bretzfeld doesn't want to move to London. Leaving home is hard, and Max is alone for the first time in his life, but not for long. Max is surprised to discover that he's been joined by two unexpected traveling companions, one on each shoulder, a kobold and a Dybbuk named Berg and Stein. Germany is becoming more and more dangerous for Jewish families, but Max is determined to find a way home and back to his parents. He has a plan to return to Berlin. It merely involves accomplishing the impossible, becoming a British spy. So that is the group read for Middle Grade March for 2026. The next prompt is, or I should say the first prompt, because the first one was the group read. So you can also use one book for a couple of prompts if you want. They're very lenient. And so the first prompt is a name in the title. I have decided to use the group read as the name in the title. So I am using Max in the House of Spies for my name in the title. So then the second prompt is books on the cover, and I have decided to do The Book Wanderers by Anna James. This book is following an 11-year-old girl named Tilly, and she has lived above her grandparents' bookshop ever since her mother disappeared shortly after Tilly was born. Like the rest of her family, Tilly loves nothing more than to escape into the pages of her favorite stories. But one day, Tilly realizes the classic children's characters are appearing in her grandparents' bookshop through the magic of book wandering, crossing over from the page into real life. With the help of Anne of Green Gables and Alice in Wonderland, Tilly is determined to solve the mystery of what happened to her mother all those years ago. So she bravely steps into the unknown, unsure of what adventure lies ahead and what dangers she may face. So The Book Wanderers, this is book one, it is a series by Anna James, is going to fulfill my prompt of a cover with a book on it. The third prompt for Middle Grade March is to read a historical fiction. So I decided to read Fever 1793 by Laurie Halse Anderson. And what spurred my interest in this book is, for our Battle of the Books, we read the book I Survived the Black Death, 1348, and I just wanted to read about other huge epidemics, pandemics. It scares me and it interests me. So I thought I would read this. And this is about, it takes place in summer 1793, and the streets of Philadelphia are abuzz with mosquitoes and rumors of fever. Down near the docks, many have taken ill, and the fatalities are mounting. Now they include Polly, the serving girl at the Cook Coffee House, but 14-year-old Maddie Cook doesn't get a moment to mourn the passing of her childhood playmate. New customers have overrun her family's coffee shop, located far from the mosquito-infested river, and Maddie's concerns of fever are all but overshadowed by dreams of growing her family's small business into a thriving enterprise. But when the fever begins to strike closer to home, Maddie's struggle to build a new life must give way to a new fight, the fight to stay alive. I actually read this book already, and I really enjoyed it. I cried a couple of times. I giggled a couple of times. So sad. And I think this is my first Lori Halse Anderson, and I really would like to pick up some of her other books, but I really liked this, and it fulfilled my historical prompt for Middle Grade March, Fever 1793 by Lori Halse Anderson. The next prompt is that you read a book where siblings are featured. I could have had Fever 1793, but I decided not. So I am going with a book called Caterpillar Summer. I don't have it with me, so I will insert a photo. And it is by Gillian McDunn. And it says, Cat and her brother Chicken have always had a very special bond. Cat is one of few people who can keep Chicken happy. When he has a meltdown, she's the one who scratches his back and reads his favorite story. She's the one who knows what Chicken needs. Since their mom has had to work double hard to keep their family afloat after their father passed away, Cat has been the glue holding the family together. Poor girl. But even the strongest glue sometimes struggles to hold. When a summer trip doesn't go according to plan, Cat and Chicken end up spending 3 weeks with their grandparents that they never knew. For the first time in years, Cat has the opportunity to be a kid again. And the journey she takes shows that even the most broken and strained relationships can be healed if people take the time to walk in one another's shoes. So again, this is the 4th prompt of Middle Grade March, and I am reading Caterpillar Summer by Gillian McDunn. The 5th and final prompt for Middle Grade March is to pick a book by a BIPOC author, which is an author that is Black, Indigenous, or a person of color. So I went with the book Blood in the Water by Tiffany D. Jackson, and I don't have the book with me, so I'll insert it here. And it says, this summer there's blood in the water. Watch out for the sharks. Kaylani, I think that's how you say her name. Kaylani is a born and bred Brooklyn girl. She expects to feel like a fish out of water, spending the hot and sticky summer on Martha's Vineyard with family friends, the Watsons. But her mother insists, especially since Kaylani still spends long hours on the phone with her imprisoned father. The Watsons live in the town of Oak Bluffs, a place with a rich Black history that fascinates Kaylani. Though the Watsons' daughter, London, is snobby and unfriendly, Kaylani ends up connecting with some other kids in the town who show her around. The beach is really nice, and there's good ice cream to be had. Maybe there's something to Martha's Vineyard, ... But then, a shocking murder, or was it a drowning? A shark attack? that rocks the community to its core. Kaylani is determined to solve the mystery, but in order to do so, she will come face to face with sinister truths and shocking secrets that promise to forever change her life as she knows it. So this is a middle grade young adult thriller, and this is filling my BIPOC author prompt. And I don't think I've ever read anything by this author, or did. I don't recall it. I'm just looking through. I don't think I have. So I'm very interested. So I have not read any other books by Tiffany Jackson, but there are some that I would really like to read, like Whiteout. That is a book that has like multiple authors that write little short stories in there. There's also Blackout, there's Grown, there's Monday's Not Coming. So there's a bunch I'd like to read by that author. Okay, so that covers the group read, the hosts, the prompts. So that is everything that you would need to participate if you want to finish off Middle Grade March. Maybe you could find a book that would fit like 3 or 4 of the prompts. I'm sure they're out there. But also, I have not done this, but there is a live on YouTube, the 4th, which is past, the 11th, which is past, the 18th, which is tomorrow night, Wednesday, March 18th, and then March 25th. And those are at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the group book discussion will also be on March 25th. So that is what I have and what I've been reading and will read for Middle Grade March 2026. I hope if you don't participate, I hope one of these books interests you. If you've read one of these books, please let me know how you liked it. And until next time, bye everybody.